Hey guys, Prowl 1701 here, and it's too pretty a day to be stuck inside, especially in a too small apartment. The weather in Mississippi is usually, well, we don't usually have a spring. It's usually either hot or cold. You're usually either wearing a jacket or you're sweating, but this year, we've actually had a really nice spring this year. So I kind of wanted to get out and get walking around a little bit. I'm actually at one of our parks not far from where I live right now, and actually I was doing some walking around, but there's a lot of people out here because the weather's really nice, and background noise kept interfering with when I was thinking about doing a video. So I figured, well, I'll finish my walking and then I'll just do it in the car. So today we're going to talk about what is your favorite season from 80's Doctor Who. This is a really hard one for me, which is why I decided to make a great video. Because there's several good ones. 24 is very underrated. Season 19 is really good. But for me, it's almost a tie between season 18 and season 26, the first season of the 80's and the final season of the 80's. It's really hard to compare them too, because season 18 is almost twice as long as season 26. Season 26 has 4 stories, season 18 has 7. Now on one hand, season 18 has one really bad stinker, which is The Leisure Hive, which is still watchable, but it's not good. And all the other stories vary, with State of Decay, of course, being the masterpiece of the season. It is easily the standout. But I find Meglos underrated. I wish it had been an episode longer. Full Circle is good. It has some things it does I like, and some things I'm kind of on, like the companion being controlled again. That's such a trope in Classic Who that it bothers me. But overall, I like it. Warrior's Gate's phenomenal. I love how well Warrior's Gate is realized on screen. I really like that. I find that very impressive. I find Keeper of Traken really good as well. And Logopolis is good. It's, there's been worse Final Doctor stories. They've been better Final Doctor stories. It kind of runs in the middle for me. It's really good. Whereas season 26, I think all 4 stories are good. Battlefield, I think, is the weakest. Story-wise, and in terms of the incidental music. The incidental music really pulls this one down. There is a little panto stuff in it a bit at times, where it seems like a little overacting is being done, but it's still really good. The makeup on the Destroyer is phenomenal by Classic Who standards, and better than some of the stuff in early modern Who. Looks really good. It's nice to see the Brigadier back. I love seeing the Brigadier interact with different doctors. That's really nice. But all 3 of the other stories, I think, are phenomenally good. I love Ghostlight. It just has this atmosphere to it that I really enjoy. Even if it is a bit confusing, I really just enjoy everything going on in it. I think the cast all do a good job in it. I really like that story. It really is Doctor Who being unique, which I like. Curse of Fenric is essential Doctor Who viewing, and it's kind of the essential McCoy story. And I say that still thinking it's slightly overrated, but I do think it is the standout McCoy story, that if you're ever going to watch a McCoy story and really get a feel for McCoy, that is the one you need to watch. I absolutely love the writing in it. And then Survival's a great way to end Classic Who. I think it's a really good story. I don't really care for the Puss in Boots cats look, which the writer didn't either. But other than that, I think it comes off really well, and it's a great send-off for the classic series. So I honestly can't pick between the 2. It's more, which one am I in the mood to watch, or which one am I in the mood to watch a story from? Because they're both really good in their own ways. And there's other good seasons in the 80's and Classic Who, but those 4 especially, because season 19 also has its ups and downs, but it's really good. Season 24, aside from Delta and the Bannerman, I think is pretty good. I mean, Time in the Rani, despite its objective badness, still has some great things going for it. And I love Paradise Towers and Dragonfire. But yeah, it's definitely season 26 and season 18, starting the 80's and ending the 80's. I really like how Tom's Doctor is so different in season 18, but it still feels like the 4th Doctor. But even if he's a lot different from season 17, it has this very funeralistic approach to it, which is fitting since it's Tom's final season of just, everything dying and decaying and entropy and all that going on. Whereas season 26 really felt like a return to form from Classic Who. It really felt like season 25 and season 26 really feel like Doctor Who was getting its stride again, which I really like. So I can't actually pick between them. because it just depends on which one I'm in the mood for. Sometimes I'd say 18, sometimes I'd say 26, and today I just can't make up my mind. They are both phenomenal classic Doctor Who seasons. I would like to know what your favorite season of 80s Doctor Who is. If you can't decide, let me know. I want to know which ones you're stuck between trying to pick, because there are some good ones. Other things to do: click the like button, click the subscribe button, click the bell for notifications so you never miss out on another video. I also have a Patreon if you like what I do and would like to contribute to what I do. There is a link to that down in the description below as well. I also have a P.O. box. If there's anything you would like to send me, that's down in the description, as well as a link to my Amazon wish list, which I update regularly. Most importantly, though, thank you for watching.